Thank you for taking the time to listen to information about Mary Kay Cosmetics. This business may not be for you. You may just be doing a favor for your consultant. But listen in, give your feedback. We value your opinion. My name is Cindy Machado-Flippen, and here is our video. I want to tell you a little bit about me because I think it helps if you know who's talking. That helps. And then I'm also going to, I think it also helps as I give you the information to have a story to apply it to. And so I'll tell you a little about me, and then I'm going to transition into 3 reasons women do this business, 3 ways we work the business, and then I'm going to give you 3 avenues of income. I'm keeping it brief. I'm not going to go into full detail because, again, some of you are just doing this as a favor. But if you do have questions, then you can ask those questions with your consultant when she follows up with you so that she gets credit. That would be, you could totally do that. Okay? All right. So I started my Mary Kay business when I was going to school full time. I was working full time. I was planning a wedding and I was getting ready to move. Now, I know I was adding one more thing, but really, honestly, I didn't think of it that way. I had so much going on that I was not getting the starter kit because I felt like this was something I could add to my plate. Clearly, I could not. But my friend who was at my wedding, she was my high school English and dance teacher, and she was like a big sister to me. I really looked up to her. And she was doing this as a summer job, and then she left teaching and she was doing it full time. And I was like, And I really liked the products. And I thought, you know what, if I could get the products for me, and for some of the girls in the wedding, and then once I moved, if I did anything with it, great. It might be a great way to meet people. So I did nothing with it for 6 months. I got my own stuff. That's it. I moved, and now I grew up in South Florida. So this was when I was living in West Palm, and I was getting ready to move to the other coast of Florida, to Naples. And so once I started to get acclimated, 6 months in, started getting to know people, I started selling the product on the go. And I would just share what I like. I mean, I do that anyway. If somebody compliments me on my hair, I'm always giving, oh, this is where you have to go, or a restaurant, or whatever. So I just was sharing products that I knew, that I liked, that I loved. I didn't know enough about the product line. Just if someone complimented me on my skin, I would say, oh, this is what I use. And so I did that for a little while. It was great extra cash. I loved it because, it was just like kind of like a flow of a couple $100 here, $50 there. It was nice. So I did that for about a year or two. Then I needed a car. My car broke down, and Mary Kay has this free car program. You know what? This is cool. If I do a little bit more, I bet you I could earn that free car. I started to build a customer base, and I built a team of 14 and earned the use of my first free car. It was so cool. It was so great because, I mean, think about it. They're giving you a free car, and they pay 100% of the tax, tag, title, registration, and lease, all of it, and most of the insurance. So I was working another job full time. I was 25 years old, and this was pretty darn cool driving this free car. So I did that level of activity for about 10 years, on again, off again, and I loved it. I loved that it was, whatever I wanted it to be in the moment, and that's where I was in my life. I was in my 20s, and I was, not making a lot of great decisions, but Mary Kay was always that, like, safe place. It was always that fun place, and I always looked at the women in the company and be like, gosh, I would love that. And so that's why I always kind of kept it there. Then, fast forward, I decided at the age of 30-ish, 31, 32, I hit a crossroads. And that's when I was like, I really have to figure out what I want to do with my life. And I need to make some serious changes because I had made a lot of bad decisions. Since then, I had moved up to New Jersey. I had no friends and family up here. My marriage was a mess. I went through a divorce, and I either had to go back to school or I was going to have to make this work. And I thought, you know what? If I had done this well, halfway, what if I actually gave this a shot? And that's what I did. I moved into a little 1-bedroom apartment in Nutley, New Jersey. I always like to say the town because they have a lot of parks, and it became kind of that healing place for me. And I started working this full time. I started studying leadership. I started to learn the business better. And that first full year of getting my life together in that little apartment, no friends, no family. That first full year, I made $50,000. The following year, I made $100,000. Following year, I made $150,000. Bought my own home. Following year, $190,000. A single soul supporting for 7 years until I met my new husband. And now we've been married for almost 8 years, and absolutely love my life. I love that Mary Kay rewards your best and your success, and you're never competing with anybody else. I love that you can give your job away. So as I started to build my business, the reason why I was so successful was because I started to teach other women to do the same thing, earn their cars, and or make an extra $50. If that's all they wanted, extra $50 a month, then I would do that. So anyway, so that's my story. So bottom line is, let me break it down into those threes that I was telling you about, right? The first thing I always like to talk about is the 3 reasons women do this business. Because a lot of times people think that people do that. Well, this is what I thought. I thought it's for stay-at-home moms. I thought, okay, for somebody who does the home party thing and that kind. I'm not a home party kind of girl. So what attracted to me to it was the complete freedom and flexibility. So one of the reasons women do this is totally because it's flexible. It's yours. You create it the way you want. You do it the way that you want. It's so fun and flexible. So one, it's the flexibility, being able to make extra money when you need it, but not having a quota so you don't feel like you have to work during times of seasons that it's just too hard to. And so that flexibility. Second reason women do this business is for the camaraderie. Also like girl time. And it's not that serious as makeup. So we have fun and it's like a sorority. It's fun girl. And then the third reason women do this business is because they see the opportunity and they look at this and go, wow, I can make a 6-figure income and I can work it from home and around my family. And there's no ceiling and there's free cars and diamonds and all of that. But you work in your values, your schedule, your lifestyle, because it's always changing as women. And some women love, love, love that challenge and have always wanted to own their own business. And this is a great way without the risk. So those are the 3 reasons. Let me tell you 3 ways women work this business. Number 1 way, hands down, that women work this business is on the go. We're all busy. I have a unit of about 300 consultants across the country. It has just grown and spread, but I'm going to tell you that 250 of them, at least, maybe more, only work this on the go. They don't hold appointments. They sell to friends, family, neighbors. They're running into women all the time that they do life with that say, I love your lipstick, or, your skin looks so good, what are you using? And then they're at the bus stop saying, bring me a cleanser when you come tomorrow. Or you're at work and you have the product in your pocket and you're saying, hey, or in your bag, and you drop it off at work. And, or college students, oh my gosh, they're able to do this in and around their class schedule and weave it in and just bring product to class or wherever they go. It's just so portable because almost everything comes in sample form. So you can bring it with you. So number 1 way on the go. Okay, let me give you an example. If you've ever tried our satin hands is amazing. If you try our satin hands, it's instant gratification. You could demo it in the bathroom. If you were to sell 3 satin hands, 3 lipsticks, 3 lip glosses, and 3 mascaras. I mean, everybody wants a new mascara or a new lip gloss, right? So if you were to sell those items, that quantity I just told you each week, do you know at the end of the month you'd have $500 cash profit? Like that's your profit take home. And you're making that money on the spot. So that's why so many women do it on the go. Second way we work the business is by holding appointments. And this is when you say, no, I would love to do some, gathering and teaching skincare and makeup application. And I'd love to have a part-time job, but I don't know how I would fit it in with my life. But it would be really cool if I could have a part-time job where I hold appointments when I want to. Holding appointments builds a customer base. So now you've got a customer base, so you got reorders. Because if you're going to sell anything, sell something that's consumable. The cleanser goes down the drain, people need more, and so you have that residual income. So you hold an appointment, you build a customer base, they buy the product then, but they buy it later too. So that's a nice income part-time. And then that's when you could build a team if you want to and earn the use of the free car. Some, when I say hold appointments, some do 1 a month, some do 1 a week. It's totally up to you. Third way we work the business is at a leadership level. And these are women who say, I would love to be able to move up in a leadership level and start to mentor and coach other consultants. I love building my customer base. I love doing that part of it, but I would love to be able to then give back and teach and train and coach other consultants. And that's what we call as a sales director, where you would probably work either part-time, full-time in that capacity. Okay, so those are 3 ways. Now let me tell you 3 avenues of income. I'll close it out with that and give you the bottom line. Okay, so usually by this point you're going, okay, Cindy, that's really nice. That's great, sounds good. But what's required of me? Like how much does it cost to get started? Like, I don't even know where I'd fit it in, how I'd begin, who would I start with? I don't even like sales. I'm not a makeup person. Those are usually the things that people come up with. So what it takes to get started is $100 plus tax and shipping for your starter kit. So here's what's inside. Look at how crazy. Okay, DVD. Then you get your pack of lookbooks. Get this gorgeous bag. And then inside this, you have sales slips up front. You have all of this product, full-size products, mirrors, samples, tons of samples, all your washcloths and trays, date book, all of these other goodies on the other side, more samples, foundations. You get a lot of product, full-size product for that $100 starter kit. But the bag, oh my gosh, I love the bag. I feel like the bag is worth $100. It's so cute. You get a consultant number, and let's say you go to work tomorrow, and you say to your coworker, I have just become a Mary Kay consultant. And they're like, oh my gosh, I love Mary Kay. I need this, and this. I lost my consultant. Oh my gosh. And you're like, great. So she writes the check to you. She writes it out to you. Okay? You keep half. That's your profit. You keep that. And the other half covers the cost of the product. You get paid on the spot. I don't get anything. I don't get any of that money. It's all yours. Nobody else gets a cut. See, that's what makes us different from other home-based businesses and direct sales companies. A lot of people think that we're all the same. We're not. People go, oh, that's multi-level network marketing, or they even say pyramid. Oh, it's a pyramid. Pyramids are illegal, so none of them are pyramids. But multi-level network marketing is very different. It's very recruiting-based. Ours is independent to where you can sell the product and never recruit, never team build if you don't want to, and still make money. Dual marketing is what our marketing plan is called. So that means that you buy the product from the company, they ship it to you, one transaction. You sell it to your customer, second transaction. Hence, dual marketing. Easy, right? So that means you get paid on the spot. Nobody else gets a cut of your profits. That's yours. Half of everything that you sell, it's yours. Okay. Now, the second avenue of income is where you can team build. Now, when you start holding appointments, remember I was telling you, if you hold appointments and demo the product on someone's face, they're going to buy more because they look in the mirror and go, oh my goodness, I love this. And so that's where you end up, building a customer base and making more money. But the beautiful thing about that is that's where you find your team members. When you start to build a customer base, the best team members are the people who are using and loving the product. It's very natural for them to do this because they're sharing it with their friends anyway. And so that second avenue of income is when the company is going to pay you. They're going to send you a check once a month, a percentage of whatever your team does. Plus, you can earn the use of the free car. As soon as you have 5 people on your team, that free car comes into play. Now, remember I said that I earned my first free car when I was 25? Well, the car I drive now, actually, I'm picking up another one in October. It'll be my 13th free car with Mary Kay because they give you a new one every other year. So I haven't had a car payment in 23 years. Can you believe that? That's a lot of money. They pay 100% of the tax, tag, title, registration, lease, all of it, and most of the insurance. I love teaching consultants how to earn cars. We have had over 60 free cars come out of our group. I keep playing with my hair. Sorry about that. So anyway, so I love the free car program. And you can do that. Usually what I found is working about 8 to 10 hours a week. Usually you put that in, you can earn the use of that free car. That's what I have found. So it's nice because you're holding appointments, you're building a team, and you're starting to learn how to teach. And then the third avenue of income is that as a sales director. You can really, truly give your job away. And it's about helping other people. That's how you make more. I love that. And so as a sales director, usually a part-time sales director, if I see part-time sales director working about 20, 30 hours a week, they usually make between $30,000 and $50,000 a year. Cadillac sales directors usually average between $75,000 and $200,000 a year. And so it's nice to have that opportunity to be able to make 6 figures and work from home and have a lot of flexibility. And there's no territory, so you can work anywhere in the United States. The last thing I'll give you is the perk of a national sales director. Remember I was telling you about my teacher and she got me started in the business? Well, now she is an executive national sales director. And she makes on average about $400,000 a year, give or take. Can you believe that? She was my teacher, and now a national sales director with Mary Kay making that kind of money. And the retirement plan for a national sales director, wait to hear this. This is unheard of in this type of an industry, right? So when you're a national sales director and you retire, the company's going to take your last 7 years. They're going to throw out the worst 2. They're going to take those 5, average, whatever the average income for those 5 is, whatever that number is. Let's say it's $400,000. They're going to give you that amount every year, 60% of that amount every year for 15 years. So 60% of $400,000, that's what you'll get every year for 15 years. And they send you home with a free car. It's crazy. I know. So that is our marketing plan in a nutshell. Just a couple of little tidbits about the company, because it's very important that whenever you're looking at a company, you do your due diligence of its stability and integrity. Reputation is key. Our company has been in existence for 51 years. Mary Kay is a private-owned company, and it was traded on the stock market, and actually in 1985, Mary Kay bought it back. Her and her son made the decision, we're going to buy this back, because she really did not like the way that they were trying to change things that were very personal. I mean, she really felt like there were important things she wanted to give to us and that she wanted our company to represent, and she felt like it was being compromised. And so she bought it off the market, which is very expensive to do and risky, paid it all off. We are debt-free today. Can you believe that? And thriving billion-dollar company that is in 35 other countries. Wow. So Mary Kay totally believed in her dream, and she was never after it for the money. She just felt like women had so much to give. Mary Kay was also troubled about the cancers that affect women, and so she started this foundation for research for those cancers and also to end domestic violence. The Sales Association asked Mary Kay Cosmetics, the company, to write the code of ethics for the whole entire direct sales association because of the reputation of the integrity of our company. We've been written up in Fortune magazine and Wall Street Journal as a top company to work for in America. And in the cosmetic industry, we are a leader. We're the #1 selling brand of skincare in the United States the last 15 years. It may be more than that, but I like to be conservative. So we look for women who really, honestly, the #1 thing that I look for are women of integrity, that they say they're going to do something and they do it. Very important because we represent each other. And we look for women who have a heart for people, that more than anything, they care about helping people. Because if they do have that heart for people, then communicating the product would be simple. It's not about being a makeup artist and a makeup guru. It's really about being able to communicate the product to someone in a very connective way. No matter if you're shy or outgoing, if you've got a heart for people, then you could do this. And we look for busy people. Our marketing plan is designed for busy people. Those are the people who do the best. Those are the people who are most attracted to the company, and those are the people who stay. The busy people, they understand the need of other women to get the product easy. And so that's why we do so well. Our product is so mobile. You don't have to go to the store. You get a consultant through the website and through virtual almost everything. The company has come up with apps and ways to be able to learn on the go, to sell on the go, to deliver on the go. It is so busy friendly. And so that's why women who are busy do so well at this. Okay, here are the questions. #1, first question. What was one thing that I shared with you that maybe caught your attention? You went, that's interesting. Okay, second question. What do you think you would like about this business? If you were to do it, what do you think you would like? And then the third question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you best describe your interest level? Would you say 1 being no, I would never do this. Even if my children were starving, like no way. Okay, that's 1, like that extreme. And 10 is, yeah, I think I want to do this. Okay, now there's lots of numbers in between. It can't be a 5. 5 is like so confusing. It's not even a decision. Okay, so 1 to 4 or 6 to 10 is the number that you should give to your consultant when you connect with her. So So thank you again so much for taking the time to listen. I hope that you feel even prouder the fact that you use the #1 brand in Mary Kay Cosmetics.